Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Anna and my channel is about travel, shopping, beauty, classy style and so much more. And today's video is going to be about our trip, about our flight from Warsaw to Toronto through Amsterdam with KLM Airlines in a business class. This was my first time ever transatlantic flight, and that was an unforgettable experience for me, and I'm ready to share everything about this flight with you. Right now I'm already nice, fresh and comfortable here in Canada. We are in Banff National Park right now in the town of Canmore. We're staying in a very cozy apartment, and if you're interested more in our trip to Canada, in our adventures in Canada, you can subscribe to my channel and you will see all of these videos very soon. So without further ado, let's jump in, let's start our video and let's see how our flight went, and in the end I will share with you my final impressions about the flight and about business class with KLM. Good morning everyone, this is the beginning of our trip to Canada. This is the airport of Warsaw. We are in the lounge right now having our morning coffee. Our flight is in 1 hour at 6 a.m. and today we're flying business class. We're flying to Toronto, but we're flying through Amsterdam. We're going to fly with KLM today, and I want to show you our trip. Everything was very quick when it comes to luggage and security check. The lounge is open from 5 a.m. so there is no point to come earlier. We had a coffee here and some scrambled eggs. There was really nothing more here for breakfast. I will show you what they had in the lounge today right after this, and let's have another sip of coffee and have our flight. I will see you in Amsterdam. First of all, our flight from Warsaw was departing at 6 a.m. so in my opinion there was no need to arrive really early, as the business lounge was opening only at 5 a.m. and it was basically really useless to sit there in the airport at 4 a.m. as we did, but we started our trip early and I don't regret it generally. What I really like there is going through the duty-free shop and looking at different makeup that I like, and the prices there were really lower than in Sephora. I think 20 or 30% lower. Anyway, the lounge in Warsaw was nice but really small, so I think in the busy hours during the day it can get too crowded. At 5 a.m. in the morning it was okay. They had some scrambled eggs, coffee and not that much else, but it was nice to have a cup of coffee before our flight. The flight from Warsaw to Amsterdam went really smoothly. I didn't expect anything special to eat during this flight, but I was nicely surprised by the breakfast that they served. The coffee was great. The cups that they served the coffee in were really beautiful in the style of Netherlands, and they had freshly squeezed orange juice. I remember having this hot cinnamon bun on the plane, which was absolutely amazing. The seats in the business class in Europe in KLM don't really differ that much from economy seats. You just have a seat between you and your partner which is vacant, so you have more space around you, you have more space for your legs, and also you have a little bit more space in front of your legs than in economy class, obviously. Then after this flight, we arrived to Amsterdam. Everything in Amsterdam went really fast. Like the passport control was really fast and smooth. And after we went through the passport control in Amsterdam, we were in the area where they had their main business class lounge of KLM, and that lounge, I think it's called Gold Lounge or something like this. I will write its name on the screen. The lounge is huge. It's absolutely enormous. We were there like at noon, around that time. We spent there 2 hours or 2 hours and a half, and during that time it was really crowded. It wasn't easy to find a table to sit at, and my best recommendation about this lounge is to go upstairs in the lounge. So when you enter it, you have like the main area with lots of sofas and tables and the food stations on both sides of the lounge. But if you go upstairs, there is more of a calmer space. There is a bar there, and I think there is a separate restaurant where you can order a la carte. And the tables around the bar, they are really like calmer. There are not a lot of children in this area, so if you need to work, if you need to focus on something, if you want just to be in a quiet place where you will be able to relax, I really advise you to go to the upper floor in this lounge. And by the way, the coffee there is definitely better than the coffee downstairs. They have a really good coffee machine in the bar upstairs, and it's already included in your business class lounge access, so definitely advise you to enjoy that coffee. They have different kinds of milk there, so that was nice to have a cappuccino with coconut milk there. I also had some pancakes from the food station in the lounge. The selection of food was not really big because it was still kind of considered morning when we were there, so it was like morning food, but it was delicious. It was nice. I definitely didn't feel hungry when we were there. I had a glass of champagne with some orange juice, and it was delicious. After that, we were boarding the plane. Boarding the plane in Amsterdam was not a pleasant experience at all. I think that was the most disappointing moment in the whole trip. The organization in the Amsterdam airport of the boarding of our flight was really bad. What they did is that they announced boarding, so we went to the gate, and when we arrived to the gate, the boarding was not starting for 10-15 minutes, and as usually, people love to create a crowd in front of the gate, and as usually people with tickets from business class, they are supposed to board first. But if there is already a crowd in front of the gate, it's really hard to get through it, to board. And then they announced that people from zone 1 can now board. They didn't say people from business class can now board. They said people from zone 1 can now board. And the majority of passengers from the flight, they didn't understand what is zone 1. So they thought, okay, I'm zone 1 too probably. And everybody tried to get on the plane, and they were explaining to everybody, you're not in zone 1, please let the people from zone 1 in, and that was just a mess. And after finally getting on the plane, we forgot about all this mess and the crowd, but it was not a nice experience. On the plane, everything was great, everything was comfortable, the seats were nice and big, you can recline your seat, you can make it into a flat bed, it was perfect. My headphones that they provided were broken, but they quickly replaced them. They provided us hot towels at the beginning, a drink to start. I had champagne, then they served some nuts and cheese for the drink, for your drink, the starting drink. had an appetizer, which I don't remember what was it, but you have seen it on the video. And all of the food was delicious. You could have as much drinks as you want, but generally, like, the amount of everything is really big for me, so I was really full after all of the food that was served. And I think next time I'm going to eat more wisely and thinking that maybe I need to save a space for dessert. After eating, we had some time to relax. I didn't really like the selection of the movies on the screen that they had in the plane, but that's just my personal taste. Maybe you will find something that you love out there. The seat was comfortable. I didn't sleep that much because it was a day flight, it was not a night flight, but I still managed to relax. They provide you with a blanket and a pillow, which are really comfortable. After some time of sleeping, we had another meal. That was a burger, which for me, I think it had too much onions, and I wasn't hungry anymore anyway. And after having some tea, and I think there was even a dessert as well, we were ready to land in Toronto. This 8-hour flight went by really fast. You know, 8-hour flight, if everything is comfortable, if you have enough food and movies, it goes by really fast. And that's not something to worry about if you're afraid of long flights. The landing in Toronto was really smooth. In Toronto airport, there was no like security or real passport control. There was some control, but it went really fast. There were no lines, no crowds. We got our luggage very fast. And then we went and rented a car in the Toronto airport from a company called Enterprise. Renting a car was really smooth and an easy process, and that was how our adventures in Canada started. If you have any questions about our flight with KLM from Warsaw to Amsterdam and then from Amsterdam to Toronto, write them in the comments below. I will be happy to answer to your questions. And like this video if you enjoyed it, if it was useful for you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you very soon on our Canadian adventures.